You talk about the three modes against Joseph's attacks. And it's just so powerful that about Joseph's, about the Daniels, and was it the Esthers too?
The Esthers.
And the Esthers.
And Solomon. Those are the four prototypes that Jewish people believe will be in the end times when they think of their end times. Those are the four prototype believers. And so as us as Christians, we've always looked at it more church-centric. We've looked at what we can do in our community with our local church, which is very important. God, he loves the church, it's his. But the prototypes, even for the Jewish people thinking the Messiah was going to come like Solomon, that he would come and change the infrastructure, the schools, the transportation. I mean, Solomon, people came for spiritual tourism to see what he was building, the temple, and also how he reigned and jurisdicted, because there was so much injustice in the nations. They came to see, what is this man doing? And even the Queen of Sheba, we know her story. She comes in and she starts to worship God. And she says, surely your God's real, and he loves this people because he raised up a man like you. So the Jewish people thought, this is how Jesus is going to come, or the Messiah is going to come, Yeshua. And when he comes this way, then we'll be made like him. And when Jesus came and did the internal transformation before the external transformation, it was so confusing and offensive that they didn't stay and follow. But this was always supposed to be a biblical prototype of what we look for in the end times, that God's going to raise up Solomons, Esther's, Daniel's. We won't always be the king of the mountains. We're not always going to have dominion over everything, but we have a place in influencing with God's original plan, his design. So when people look at science, they don't go, where's God there? They're going to see some of the leading scientists are bringing together God's thoughts and how there's a creator behind this. And they're going to be able to say it. And we're seeing that happen right now in NASA. We're seeing it happen in quantum physics. We're seeing it happen in regular physics. You're seeing this happen in all kinds of places in medical science. I mean, some of the greatest blood doctors, heart doctors, spinal surgeons are Christians who are publishing papers, some of them saying, I had a dream from God, that's how I got this. And because of that, the whole community is going, oh, you're not an atheist or an agnostic. What do you mean you got this from God? Like no one publishes that in a paper. Everyone wants the credit for themselves. What's happening? We're in a different time, and it looks more like a Solomon time than it does looking like the early disciples when it was building the churches locally. And it'll be both and. But we're going to see these Josephs emerge who have answers and solutions, again, that aren't on the table. They're answering questions that people don't even know how to ask. And they're bringing grace to the simple things that humanity is crying out for.